What rights exist after death? Have you ever wondered what happens to our rights after we pass away? It's a thought-provoking question that touches on ethics, morality, and even legal frameworks. Let's break down the rights that exist after death and how they relate to human rights and ethical theories like contractarianism. First, we need to consider the right to dignity and respect. Even after someone has died, ethical theories suggest that their dignity does not simply vanish. Society generally believes that the deceased deserve respect in how their bodies and personal information are treated. This means honoring their wishes about burial, cremation, or even donating their body to science. Protecting their remains from disrespect is a moral commitment that reflects the value of the individual, even when they can no longer express their interests. Next is the concept of posthumous bodily integrity. This idea focuses on protecting the physical body after death according to the wishes of the deceased. Laws often requiring consent for actions like autopsies or organ donations. While the deceased cannot actively exercise rights, honoring their bodily integrity respects their autonomy and provides comfort to the living by ensuring their wishes are upheld. Then we have moral rights to privacy and information. The deceased may retain a moral right to privacy regarding their personal data, including health records and digital information. Ethical considerations argue that the identity of the deceased should be protected from misuse. However, these rights can be overridden by pressing moral reasons, like the interests of living relatives or public health needs. Legally, the dead do not possess rights in the same way the living do. They cannot vote or enter contracts. However, courts and legislatures often use rights language to protect the interests of the deceased indirectly. This is influenced by cultural norms that emphasize respect for the dead and the practical effects on the living, such as estate administration. From a contractarian perspective, rights after death can be seen as part of a social contract that maintains trust among living individuals. Respecting the deceased wishes helps sustain social order and moral community. Human rights theories, while primarily focused on the living, acknowledge that protecting the dignity of the dead contributes to a broader culture of respect for all individuals. In practical terms, these rights shape laws and customs about funerary practices, the handling of remains, and the posthumous use of personal data. They balance the interests of the deceased, their families, and society, reflecting ethical commitments to respect and dignity beyond death. So, while our rights may change after we die, the respect and dignity owed to us remains a vital part of our ethical landscape.